Would you like at least a 60 to 90% rebate on all your gas purchases for your vehicle? That's right, up to about 90%. Some people I've even gotten more. Some people I've even gotten 100% rebate on all their gas purchases. Now, my name is Steve Spangenberg. I'm a home-based business tax expert, and I've been helping people just like you save money and make money for over 47 years. And I have the proof in the pudding that this works, and it works for everybody who works it. Now, what I'm going to show you today is how to get your gas rebate. Now, I'm not going to put any tricks in here. I'm not going to put any fancy AI. I'm not going to put any things flying around the screen or nothing like that. I'm not going to tease you. I'm not going to say, oh, you got to click here to go get more information and take you to a long-ass sales page or nothing like that. I'm going to tell you everything that you need to do that once you leave this video, you could go do it if you wanted to. But I am going to take you to my school that shows you every step of the way and all the little details that you should know. But you could do it on your own today if you wanted to. That's the way I roll. I'm not going to keep you in suspense, all right? But it could be boring for you. It could be boring for you because I'm not the most exciting person in the world. I'm not the most dynamic person in the world. All I know is I don't pay full price for my gasoline. With that being said, let's talk about it. There's two tax systems in America, one for a person who has a job and one for a person who has a business. Now, what happens when the person has a job? You get to earn money and you get to pay tax. Then you get to figure out how to live on what's left. And that's what most people are doing right now. They get their paycheck and out comes taxes, and they go, I only got so much left. Then they put things up on Facebook with receipts up there saying that gas is too expensive. Gas is too expensive. Groceries are too expensive. And then the people who work for tips are out there putting on their Facebook page, oh my God, look at this. If you can't tip me at least 45 million%, then you shouldn't eat out. Why? Why are we going to these extremes where everybody gets mad at each other because you're not getting enough money and you're not giving them enough money and the government's not giving you enough money? What if gas was 95 cents a gallon? What would you be complaining about? What if eggs were 50 cents a dozen? What would you be complaining about? Nothing. So let's make it that way. And I have to tell you that this is not legal advice and everybody's tax situation is different. But I can tell you this. I've done this for over 95% of the people that come to me. Now, the second system is a person that has a business. And that person gets to make money. They get to live. Then they pay tax on what's left, not above. They pay tax on what's left because we learn how to work a system. Okay? Now, a lot of people are complaining, like I said. If you're complaining, why are you still in that system? Now, I'm not telling you to go out and quit your job today. What I'm telling you to do is get a side hustle. I know a lot of people don't like that word, side hustle. I had a side hustle since I was 14 years old. Actually, before that, I had a side hustle when I was 12. I was delivering 500 newspapers every Wednesday. That's right. 6 papers all rolled up into 1 times 500. I started with 250 papers. My brother was a lazy ass, and I took over his route. I was getting paid $150 a week when I was 12 years old. And that was in 1974. Okay? And I continued to do side hustles all my life, okay, until my side hustles turn into my full-time income. Now I help people like yourself who made it this far in the video to get their side hustle and start paying less for everything that they buy. Now, what happens is you have to make the transition. You can still keep your job and get the side hustle, and you would transition into the business owner, okay? It's a philosophy. So what happens in this philosophy is that we take everyday expenses that you already have, that $1,200 phone, that $50 a month cell phone bill, that 50 or 200, some people are $200 a month internet bill. We take that, the coffees that you make. A lot of people say, oh, they're telling me to stop going to Starbucks. Well, go to Starbucks with a different intent, and you can start writing off those coffees. Okay, they're everything that you do. You drive your car, you talk on the phone, you use your house. All those things can be transformed into business expenses with the blessing of the IRS. Not me, not Steve Spangenberg, the blessing of the IRS. I spent my whole life, 47 years plus, since I was 14 years old. My first tax client was my mom's Avon lady when I was 16 years old. Started doing taxes when I was 14, but I learned then that the only way to lower your taxes is to have a home-based business. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. And I'm going to give you an example. I might even give you 2 examples if I don't get hoarse. That's why I'm drinking my No Way protein drink. Now, and I'm going to try to get these things up on the screen here to show you. That means I got to follow along with myself. You see, the great thing about having your own business is you can do what you want. I don't have to listen to any boss or anything like that. If I want to ad-lib a video, I can ad-lib a video. And this is so ingrained in my psyche. I can just get up and talk on this for hours and never miss a beat. But I want to get these numbers right for you, okay? Here we go. I got to get a pen. Now, what happens is this. We get you in a home-based business. I can get you in a home-based business in 10 minutes for free. For free. Home-based business, 10 minutes for free. Now, if you wanted to take that route, I'm going to show you 2 businesses. Now, if you wanted to take the free route, nothing out of your pocket. Now, I'm sure some of y'all you're on social media right now, on YouTube, and some of you actually post things on YouTube. And some of you know people in Mary Kay. Some of you know people in longevity. Some of you know people in a home-based business. Somebody who works from home and seals driveways. All those types of businesses, Young Living, doTERRA, all those types of home-based businesses, I help save money on their taxes. And I give a $150 referral fee, okay, for every client that somebody gives me. Last year, I paid out over $5,000 in referral fees. Now, what happens is that you can start a business like in the next 10 minutes. And you say, how do I do that, Steve? You're a sole proprietor, and teach you, and this is what my school teaches you, all the ins and outs. Okay, because I don't have time to go over them in a 15, 20-minute video, because it's going to be a long video. Sorry. I might speed it up to 1.2 speed or whatever. So what happens is you're a sole proprietorship, file a Schedule C on your tax return. Then you make posts. I give you a link. You get in contact with me. I give you a link, your own specific link, affiliate link that puts people in touch with me. And when they come to me to do their taxes, okay, you get $150. Now, if you refer like one person a month, okay, here we go. 150 times that plus that's $1,800 a year. That's $1,800 a year. Now, okay, let's do some quick math. If the average person drives 12,000 miles a year, okay, 12,000 miles a year, gets 25 miles to the gallon, divided by 25, they use 480 gallons of gasoline a year. Let's just keep it at $5. That's $2,400. You spend $2,400 in fuel. You just made $1,800 for referring me people, okay, to my tax business by just posting on social media or talking to somebody, whatever, or grabbing a business card and sending it to me, and I call them for you, and I pay you a commission. Okay? It's the easiest affiliate commission anybody will ever make. Now, 1,800 divided by 2,400, that's a 75% rebate on your fuel. 75% rebate on your fuel. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Steve, gee whiz, I might have to pay tax on that. Guess what? You make $1,800. I teach you how to make 10,000 of those miles tax deductible. Every time you go anywhere, you post flyers up at the Sheetz or the Wawa or any of those things saying, hey, are you in Mary Kay? Are you in a home-based business? Go to this link and get, and save $3,000 to $5,000 a year on your taxes. So those miles become deductible. Let's say you drive 10,000 miles for business. Teach out. That's so easy. Then you get 70 cents a mile. Okay, that's a $7,000 deduction. Now watch this now. $7,000 deduction. You had $1,800 of income minus your $7,000 deduction. You have a $5,200 loss. Now, if you're in a 20% tax bracket, that's another $2,600 in money. So if you're $1,800 and you're $2,600, that's $4,400 that you have in your cash in your pocket for being in a home-based business. $4,400. Now, guess what? You're spending $2,400 in gasoline. Subtract that. You got 100% rebate. And you still have $2,000 left. 100% rebate. Okay? Just like that. Now, let's take another example because I'm feeling magnanimous today. If you don't like referring people, the free method, if you don't like referring people like that, that's okay. I'll teach you something else to do for free. So there's this company called Send Out Cards. Do you ever get a card in the mail? Did you ever get a birthday card? Anniversary card? Did you ever send a birthday card? Did you ever send an anniversary card? Did you ever send a get well card? Did you ever send a congratulations card? Did you ever send a wedding card? Okay, lots of people send cards. I send cards almost every day for the past 20 years. Okay, now watch this. You become an affiliate, and I'm going to keep it simple. You become an affiliate to send out cards for $14 a month. All right. Now, you send your cards. Now, maybe the cards might cost you, if you send maybe one card a week, maybe 2 cards a week. That includes postage and everything. Maybe $30. You can buy a package, let's say $30 a month for your cards. That's $44 a month for your business. Now, I told you that you could get it for free. I'll cover that later. Now, you do the same thing, except now you can put flyers up. All right. You can put flyers up around there or around town. You could work the free affiliate program, get people to come to me. And then you can also work the Send Out Cards program. All right. So you send your birthday cards and all this, but every once in a while you send some to your friends or your family or whatever, or to people that you might, business people that say you go along and you find a card for an electrician or a plumber or something like that. You could send them a card. All right. And say, hey, I came across this great idea to send cards to people. Perhaps you would like to use this system to send out cards to your customers. When they come and have their car serviced, you can send them cards. You can send them postcards. You can send them reminder cards, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So let's just say that you work the free method as well, and you only make $900. from the free method. And let's just say it takes a while to get things going with the send out cards, but let's just say you only make $200 for the whole year. Okay, that's $1,100 in income. Now, we do the same thing. We get you to write off 10,000 miles. All right. And you can also send cards to people and say, hey, I make money sending these cards. How would you like to too? And then I can give you, then they can join send out cards. And then I can give you the information from me. And then when they come to me to learn the system, I pay you as well. Okay. Now we do the same thing with your mileage. So you have a $7,000 deduction. Now watch this. Say your cell phone costs you $50 a month. Okay. 50 times 12 is 600. Say your internet costs you $100 a month. You have $1,200 in internet. These are only simple deductions. There's tons more deductions, but I'm going to keep it real simple here for you. Okay. So that's $8,800 in deductions. Minus your income. So you have a $7,700 loss on paper, 20% tax bracket. You're going to save $1,540 plus your $1,100 that you make. Oh, I forgot to deduct your cost of your thing. Let's just back up on that. I'm not going to re-edit it, but I'm going to $44 a month times 12. That's another $528 in deductions. Okay. Minus 8,800 minus 528. That's an 8,228 loss times 20%. $1,645 plus your $1,110. 557. That's $2,755. How much did you spend in petrol or gas for the year? $2,400. You got $2,755 back from your business and your taxes. You got an over 100% rebate on your gas. And as you go year after year after year, your income is going to climb. All right? Your income's going to go up. So once you start this thing, you can keep on going. There's tons of other things too. You can do faceless YouTube channels. You can do face YouTube channels. You can do all kind of different businesses. But the bottom line is, if you want to get gas rebates, other rebates, you have to have a home-based business. You want to go to createmyeconomy.com. That's my school. You can invest $7 a month in yourself and learn how to do everything that I just told you here. But you could do it right now. Just get in touch with me. All you got to do is give me a notification make a comment on the video. Comment information, and I'll send you the information wherever you want it to be sent to. I hope that you got value from this. I taught you how to get over 100% rebate on your gas today. Take care and make it a prosperous year.